if you hate buying a car just because of the process and how long it takes, and you feel like it's like a full-time job to get a new vehicle, then you're gonna want to watch this. I am Tyler. I'm the social media director here at Classic Dodge Jeep Ram in Arlington. And one of the things that we've been really talking about, our general manager here, he's so passionate about how can we make it easier for people to buy cars. And then obviously what we get out of that is, selling more vehicles and having a bigger client base. So obviously we've got to give something to get something, right? You can't just assume that we're going to take, right? So we are just tired of doing the same thing over and over, while somebody that's a giant like Carvana has just made it easy, and obviously proves over and over that that's how people want to buy. So what we've decided is that we are going to just really streamline the process, make it just as easy as, hey, here's the car, here's the price, this is what we give you free trade, here's going to be your payments, do you want warranty, yes or no, and then move on. That's how simple we're going to make this. But I have about 8 to 10 questions that we've come up with that we believe people are going to ask. So I'm going to walk through some of those with you. But really think about Carvana, but with still that local feel, right? We can have the vehicle shipped to you, or you can stop by and be in and out within 30 minutes, picking up your new vehicle. We're just going to keep it that simple. You're going to know everything before you get here. Keep it simple. So I'm going to walk through 1 through 8. Bear with me as I read through these. What do people hate about car shopping? Well, I've been doing this for 12 years now, and people hate being up here all day. They hate that it takes 4 or 5 hours to get a deal from start to finish. They hate that they want to leave and they can't because, nobody will let them leave. You hang on to your keys, all that kind of stuff. We know you don't want to spend your Saturday up here at the dealership. You want to go to Bass Pro Shop and look at everything there for 5 hours. You don't want to be up here at the dealership looking at everything here for 5 hours. So the time that it takes. The other thing is the transparency on like the pricing. Am I actually getting a good price? Do I have to walk away for you to actually give me the bottom dollar? We don't want you to have to do that. We want to be able to just, here's our price, and then this is how much you could buy it for, and let's go. Here's your trade value. That based on everything you told me on your trade, this is it. As long as you're transparent about your trade, you're going to get a good, quick, fair trade value. And then on the financing, people just hate going into the finance most of the time. So here, obviously, do you want to buy gap warranty, all that good stuff? Yes, great. No, great. We just move on. Here's your payment. You want the payment? You want to put more money down? No? Okay, great. We're just going to streamline all those things. So we know you hate going into finance. We know you hate taking all day. And we know you hate not like really knowing or feeling like you're getting a good deal. We're going to eliminate all of that. So it's going to be just bottom dollar pricing on everything. One price. Here it is. No extra add-ons, nothing. Here's your price. And then here's your trade value, and then move on like that. So we're going to make it that simple. And I'm going to be with you along the whole way, getting all this information for you. So we're going to really, the more we do it, the better we're going to get at it, obviously, but we're going to keep it, as smooth as possible. What does easy actually mean? Well, that kind of what I was just telling you. Where does it start? You pick out a vehicle, go on our website, pick out the vehicle in our inventory that you like, and then let me know which one you want. I will get you your rock bottom pricing on it. And then if you have a trade, send me your trade info, and then we can look at the payments and go from there. That's going to be how simple it is. If we don't have what you want here, you send me from another store, hey, I want this vehicle. I want one like this. And then I'm able to, okay, work up the price. Here's the price. Here's your trade. Here's your payments. You get all that all at the same time. And then decide, okay, do you want to move forward? What do you want to do? Do you want to pick it up? We can finalize. Well, obviously, we're going to finalize everything online. So we either ship it to you, or you come in person and pick it up, and you're in and out in 30 minutes because everything's already done. You're just picking up the vehicle. We have a VIP pickup station. So that's what we mean by easy. It's just from start to finish. This is what you want. And then it's not a big deal. It's just buying a car. Okay. Here's what I tell people all the time. Again, been doing this 12 years. If you buy the vehicle from me, I'm still showing up tomorrow. I'm not looking to retire my life on anybody. And if you don't buy from me, I'm still showing up tomorrow, and my life still keeps going. I do this as like a service to clients. I am wanting to be a good servant and take care of our people, and, spread the joy and the happiness that I have with everybody else. You don't need to hate your life over a car deal. It's not worth it. So we want to grow our client base, obviously, but we want people to really know that you don't have to go through the ringer every time you want to buy a car. Here it is, and let's keep going. So that's part of that. And again, I'm checking my notes. I just don't want to miss anything. One point of contact. Yeah, that's me. Already got that taken care of. So walk me through what happens if you message me today. So you can fill out your details. Let me know which vehicle you're looking for, and then myself or my assistant will call just to, because I'm gonna have a checklist of some things that I just need to know. Just make sure that I've got all the information, and then if it's a specific unit that you wanted, make sure that I have that. And then like I said, I pull up the price. Here's the payments, and then I call you back and go over that with you. I'll be able to send it a picture of the document or an email. Hey, here's the vehicle, and if you want to move forward, then we go ahead and take that next step. Hey, we're going to get the financing done. Do you want to you want to put any money down? Do you want to buy any warranties? I can see what the pricing is, yes or no. And then if no, okay, here's going to be your payment, and then I send the documents, and you're done. Like, it's just going to be that simple. If you're not sure exactly what you want, but you have an idea, then that's part of my checklist. Then I kind of go through and I call you, hey, I've got a vehicle. This is everything on it. This is what, seems like it'll fit what you're looking for, and then confirm that's what you want, and then do the same process again. Here's the pricing, here's your trade. And that's, what I would do. And then at the end, once you're like good with the payments and everything, then my next step is, do you want us to deliver it? Obviously, if you're within a certain range from here, we'll deliver it for free. We can always arrange for transportation as well. You just pay a small transport fee and we'll send it straight to your doorstep. Or you can arrange to come pick it up from our store here off I-20 in Collins in Arlington. We'll have a 30-minute window. And the 30 minutes is not you picking up your car. The 30 minutes is you get the keys. Let's go answer some questions about it. Make sure all the technology is good. That's what that 30 minutes is designed for. So if you want to come in, literally get your keys, just verify identity and get out of here, then we'll do that. That's simple as that. But that's kind of as soon as you reach out to me, then it just gets going. Okay. And again, we've got our inventory on lockdown. We know exactly what we have, and we know what we can get as well. So, we'll figure all this out. You don't have to do it all on your own. You just know, like, let's just be on the same page. What's the deal? This is what I want. All right, let's move forward. It's going to be that simple. Okay. How is this different from Carvana and big box stores? Well, we're a pretty big store, so I don't know that we're not a big box, and it's pretty similar to Carvana. They've got a good model. People like being able to just pick out the car that they want, and then not having to haggle back and forth, and not having to feel like, oh, do I need to chat GPT, and what do I say back to this person, and do I need to have my mom and my dad and my entire family there to negotiate for me and make sure I'm not getting messed over, and do I need to go check 10 places for my trade before? You don't need to do all that. It's gonna be just as streamlined as, we know on the number side, it's a business decision. We've got it, regardless of how you feel about invoice pricing and all that stuff, how we price everything, and like how we actually own the vehicle. Some people are like, oh, you don't actually lose money. I'm not here to get into that with you. Okay. All I'm telling you is that we know that we've got a line where a deal is a deal, and then it goes here and it's no longer a deal. We are going to be right there at that rock bottom to where we don't even need to, even if you gave us another offer, we couldn't even take it. We're just going to give you the best offer that we can. And then for your trade, we want more trades. The more trades we have, the more used cars we sell. And then the more used cars we sell, the bigger our business becomes, right? So we are really interested in that volume game. So how much different is it than Carvana? It's very similar to them. All I can tell you is that you're going to be working with me. So the difference is going to be, you're no longer just dealing with some like a Facebook form. You're actually going to call me. You're going to be talking to me. I'm going to be the one that answers your questions. If you have any problems, you're calling me with your problems too. So you're just like, any concerns, and you might call me with a problem and it turns out not to be a problem. I'm going to work through that with you. You're not having to go through, hopefully the AI answers and, gets back to you, and hopefully the right department answers and all that stuff. You don't have to worry about that. You're just going to be with me right away. Boom, boom, boom. And obviously I've got a team, so anybody on the team can help you out as well. So that's really going to be the difference. It'll be pretty similar, but it'll just be more of that like hands-on, personal feel. Next question is, what promises or guarantee? Well, number one, we're not here to waste your time. And if we do, if anything happens, we're here to make it right. Okay. One of the guarantees that we are looking at putting together right now is that, you're going to have 3 days where if you're not fully satisfied with your vehicle, we'll switch you out into something else. We're not trying to leave you high and dry. So if you thought of something online, you actually get it, and it's really not what you want, then we will switch you out into another vehicle within that 72 hours. I don't have that locked in yet, but that's something that we've kind of been discussing as far as what would be, some good guarantees. Guarantee best pricing up front. We'll make it simple. I mean, I'm not gonna haggle you back and forth. We're not gonna chase you for a car deal either, and we're gonna make not gonna make you feel like you've gotta be Rambo to get a good deal on anything. So I'm gonna try to make life super easy. What if you're just looking, not ready to buy? That's fine too. You can come out, test drive, because I mean we need car deals in the future as well. So if you just want to come in, look at some cars, ask some questions, and leave, that's perfectly fine. Um, I'm just reading what that says. Yeah, help compare. Yeah, we'll help compare models and pricing. And then the goal is to be, like you see behind me, Ty the car guy, for us to be your car guy. That's really what we're looking to do. So, what if I'm just looking, not ready to buy? Yeah, you can totally come out, test drive, take a look at some vehicles, compare different models to one another. If you're not sure about all the 1500s, you want the basic one all the way to the Bighorn. We'll be able to compare all those. We can talk about different payments and pricing. And again, if you're not ready to buy right now, we still need car deals in the future. So if it's something where you want to come in, get some information, really figure it out, have a bulletproof plan, maybe not completely bulletproof because this is life, but have a plan on when you get what and how. We'll help you put together that plan. We'll compare the payments and everything. We'll talk about financing and whatever questions you have. I will take the time with you. I just want to have the opportunity to earn to be your car guy here in the future. So that's really one of the biggest things too. You don't have to be ready to buy right this second, but just come in, let's talk about some options, and let's go from there. That's one of the biggest things that I want to do. And then if you're interested, okay, what should somebody do if you're interested? So I have a form where if you go to our website, I'll put that in the description. But if you go to the website, you'll be able to answer a few questions about the different models that you're looking for. If you have a trade, if you don't, you can put your trading information in there as well. Put your contact details in there, and then I'll be able to reach out to you. I'm gonna be the one that like I said, works through the whole thing with you, so we can schedule to where you already know what you're looking for, and I just give you a call back with what I can do, or we can schedule for you to come out, take a look at some options. We can do it all right there at the same time. Again, I'm not, even if you come in person and you pick out a car, as soon as you pick out a car, like, hey, here's the price, here's what the payments are going to be. Do you want to move forward? And then we just sign the deal up in the finance area. So makes it super simple. Even if you don't buy, you can also give me a call or send me a text. My number is 682-297-6829. You can just say that, hey, I saw your video about the online buying process. Just wanted to know more about it. Let me know your name and all that stuff, and I'll reach back out to you and just do whatever I can to help. So again, just rolling this whole model out. This is just how we're going to be rolling from here on out. One price, make it super simple. We're going to have, streamline all the numbers. If you have any questions, drop them below. Again, you can give me a call, 682-297-6829. Thank you.